This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Leave me alone! Akira!
TikTok is brutal. Oh my god. So we know about art lore, right? Or maybe we don't. But essentially it's like little stories of someone making something and getting burned like a witch for it. Like, it's pretty brutal. I mean, you do not want to be the main character on Art Talk. I'm scrolling through the talk, right, rotting my brain as I do, and funnily enough, my feed is usually not art-related at all. I'm multifaceted like that. And I see this girl doing like a little K-pop dance. Nothing crazy, she got some moves, but the comments are all like, oh, you're just like Pinkiepie. And Pinkiepie is a horse with ADHD from My Little Pony, if you've been blessed enough to not know that. And the girl had pink hair, so alright, sure, I see the similarities, but that was actually like a hidden insult, like, oh, you look like Pinkiepie, derogatory. And after some more initial digging, I found out that they were referencing this human version of Pinkiepie artwork, where the artist decided to make them plus sized and of African descent. This is apparently a really common headcanon, to the point where people will actually try to prove without a shadow of a doubt that this character is canonically black, and alternatively, you'll have people who are vehemently against the idea that Pinkiepie could ever be black in any context at all and get angry every time they see it. So we have two sides of a chronically online coin, because again, we are talking about a fictional donkey. Hey guys, it's Spooksy, back at again with another video. We are once again talking about TikTok's art lore. We gotta talk about it now, since this website's on the chopping block. Okay, they want to ban it. And speaking of websites, how about a quick word from our sponsor?
Squarespace is an online website builder. If you're an artist, Squarespace is one of the best ways to set up an online portfolio, and that is why I use it personally. It's fully customizable, and I feel it really lets me express myself artistically. However, that can be overwhelming, but do not fear, there's a huge array of flexible website templates you can start with. You can build off of them and make them effective for every device. You can also set up an online store and sell both physical and digital products. And there's even an option to sell member-exclusive memberships where you can add paywalled content. Check out squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/spooksy to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
I don't think this is something I'll ever understand. I don't really understand how Darwin is black. The only one I can see is Wilt, and that's because he plays basketball, which, I don't know if that's a good thing. And maybe Garnet, because she looks like a black human. Like, I can see the coding there. But people will straight up see like an anthropomorphic beetle and be like, and say with complete certainty, yeah, this character is Filipino. Like, maybe I'm just bad at reading race coding cues, because like, what are people looking for? What are the signs? I just see them as raceless creatures, but that's just me, I guess. However, that just leaves more room for artists to depict characters however they want, and there's nothing wrong with that. So we're stepping back from the wild fighting crowds to talk about the artists. They were just drawing, and the backlash from Art Talk caused them to have to delete the post containing the image. And this was no small incident. There were not only TikToks about it, but Reddit posts. A large amount of people recreated her design in solidarity, and it was quite the event. And I can help but think about the Z Fixes Art debacle from late 2020. Now, who was Z? They were like this force that liked to take art and then like race bend it very sloppily. Like, they were the like poster child for Tumblr artists, right? Like, they hit all the boxes. They were every stereotype imaginable, and which is why some people looking back think that they were just acting. There's a lot of beliefs that they were a creep show, but I'm getting ahead of myself. The point is, they were very like aggressive with how they went about fixing art. Like, they would be like, oh, we're making it better. Oh, the old art was bad and racist. Like, they were this whole character, right? And, I didn't even make a video about this, but like, even after the initial, okay, I gotta go back again for the people who don't have all the lore. Z Fixes Art, they started making art, after they kept attacking people and being rude and kind of getting more and more class, more YouTubers started making videos of them. They started blocking people, and then eventually, their account got hacked. They that was kind of like where I ended it after the account got hacked and started posting stuff. And it was like this whole thing. After they got hacked, I was alerted by some fans who wanted to like keep the story going that they moved on to Facebook and they were like in small groups and all this other stuff. But at that point, I already had 3 videos. I didn't want to make any more videos on them. And I didn't want to chase them down. Like if they were just making private art on Facebook, I didn't want to be like, oh, I gotta find this stuff. It's like at that point, you know, if Z, the small chance that Z could have possibly been a real person, there was really no point in me to chase them down to their private lives on Facebook. Like at the end of the day, it's just art, you know, it's not that serious. But anyway, despite whether or not Z was real, most of the backlash came from the fact that they were mean. Like, I definitely think this person still would have received hate regardless, right? Just because they're making this kind of art. But they definitely would have had more people defending them if all they did was, like, make art and they didn't, you know, call people roaches. Like, they called Creepshow art a roach. And like I said, it's very, very high speculation. Like, it's almost an open secret at this point that, like, this was probably Creepshow in disguise. I don't want to like not give enough context. Like if you're in the art commentary community, you'll probably know this kind of stuff. There's videos to watch and I didn't make a video on it because that was a heavy subject matter. Okay, I like talking about silly things, but Z was, I feel like a part of the reason why Z got so popular because like they weren't good at drawing. They were just like some rude meme, right? Was because they actually embodied they attacked enough to get attacked back, right? Like people could actually attack them and feel like they had some sort of moral superiority, even if the reason that they were attacking them was just because they didn't like the art. And I definitely like could see it. Like people just did not like how they drew their characters like fat and dark skin. So yeah, people really don't know how to act around art that has unconventional beauty standards because it really never was that serious. It never was that serious. But a lot of people took it that way. And so I'm coming full circle about this Pinkiepie thing because it's like this, like, wow. Like this artist, and I'm not going to say their name just because I don't want them to receive any level of hate. I hope it's okay if I don't, you know, credit them for the art. But this artist didn't do anything. They just posted like, here's my redesigns, and they got like flamed for it. Like that's terrible. What? Just because some people didn't like the way that they drew Pinkiepie, who is like again, like a llama. Like it doesn't matter. It's not real. At the end of the day, I support creating what others view as cringe. I support you making what you want to make, what your heart desires, whether that's unconventional or super conventional and basic, right? Whatever you want to make, you go ahead and make it. And I would encourage people to not be assholes. That's pretty much it. Like, don't be mean to people because they created something that maybe you're not that interested in, right? Because all these different opinions, they make the world go round. So that's all I got for this video, folks. I hope you liked it, and that's Spixie signing out.